The war in Iran now entering its fourth week. This morning, Iran is reporting that its Natanz nuclear facility has been hit in an airstrike. It was also hit in the first week of attacks carried out by the U.S. and Israel. Iran says there was no radiation leakage after the strike.
It comes as the U.S. is sending mixed signals on where the war is heading. In a social media post on Friday, President Trump said the U.S. is getting very close to meeting our objectives and is considering, quote, winding down, unquote, the military operation. But on Friday, the U.S. announced it's sending more warships and more service members to the Middle East. We are in with the president traveling in Florida, but we begin with CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata in Tel Aviv. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Adriana. You may recall that U.S. forces first bombed Natanz last summer in Operation Midnight Hammer. Iran's nuclear threat was the top reason that the Trump administration decided to launch a war in the first place. And this is now, as you said, the second time the nuclear facility has been bombed since the beginning of this phase of the war.
Overnight, new drone strikes sparked an inferno at a logistics hub for the U.S. Embassy near the Baghdad airport as Iran and its proxies kept up attacks on multiple fronts. In Jerusalem, a missile slammed into the Old City. Police say more than 4,000 people have been injured since fighting began, with unexploded cluster bombs across Israel, warning the public that the danger doesn't end when the sirens stop. U.S. Central Command releasing this video said to show multiple strikes inside Iran. In 3 weeks of fighting, officials say there have been more than 8,000 combat flights, roughly 7,800 targets hit, including 120 Iranian vessels. But that hasn't deterred Iran from launching a wave of attacks on energy infrastructure across Gulf states, targeting oil refineries and gas facilities, leaving countries worldwide facing rising prices and the prospect of having to reduce consumption. Pressure building on the Trump administration. As the president posted last night on Truth Social, we're getting very close to meeting our objectives as we consider winding down our great military efforts in the Middle East, at the same time showing no sign of stopping. Among the thousands more U.S. troops headed to the region, another contingent of U.S. Marines on the USS Boxer from California, in addition to 2,200 Marines aboard the USS Tripoli, steaming its way from the South Pacific.
Sources also tell CBS News that the U.S. is preparing elements of the 82nd Airborne Division to deploy, which might be part of a special forces operation to seize Iran's nuclear stockpiles. Adriana?
Charlie, thank you so much.